EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium, the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now a run, and it's the rookie from Nebraska. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Second and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Right back to him on first down. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Pass completed right side to Ferguson. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's to Ferguson once again. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here we go on 4th down with Herbert. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He connects with Mims.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Back to the ground after the penalty. He's to the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. From the gun, it's Herbert. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on third and short. They do not get it done. The Chargers get set to kick it away. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. He's got room to the 45. Gets to the edge at the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's... to the ground. He'll get it again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will extend to a 10-0 lead. Now another try at first and goal, albeit from a little further back. To throw is Nix. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Second down, Nix. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos move out on top, 14-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Here's a 2nd and 9. He connects with Dissly. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. Herbert now on first down. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he will score. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. There's Ferguson, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll give this to Rydell. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Herbert. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Broncos will take over at their own 15.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. Not much there, maybe a yard. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Now, Herbert. He connects downfield to Dotson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's another Chargers first down.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That is caught. to the goal line and in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. He's inside the 30. And he will score again. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. It is his third touchdown of the game, and 18 now on the season. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Herbert now on first down. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Herbert to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos forced the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on first and 10. just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. 15 yards through the air. First down, Broncos.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Denver. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. They're going to have it first and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 65 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes third down. Nix from the gun on third down. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Here's first and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. Second and 7. be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing is Nix. Complete to Cooper. And he is very close to the first down, but ball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. On 4th down, here's Nick. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
He's going to air this out for Davis. And he's in. Furious Davis. Touchdown Chargers. Dicker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chargers back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup. This quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Nick's gonna throw for it. That's gonna be caught. He's got room at the 30. And he is going to have the Broncos first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On second down, it's Nix. That's caught left side by Cooper. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it...
Oh, a man wide open. He's got it. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, Herbert. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll try the right side this time. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Denver first down. Gesicki, the man in motion. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On the toss, they'll run. Great job by the defense. No cutback lane. No nothing on that one. Out of bounds. A loss of 4 on that play.
You could see the running back. He's stretching it. He's stretching it. He's looking for somewhere to stick that foot in the ground and cut up field. But there was nowhere for him to go. The defense continued to take away all those cutback lanes. And he had no choice to just go out of bounds.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos first down.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Marked down at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Turns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos are going to extend their lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Back to throw is Nix. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. "21" is the line to gain as we hit third down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.